Alright boys, it's been a couple days since the Gravely mowing, and I just wanted to drop in here and say I apologize for the camera clicking and carrying on. That was the autofocus in this camera locking up and the zoom locking up at the same time. You'll see during the one seminar it actually locked up. I had to stand up and go out of there, and I shook the Etch-a-Sketch, reset the camera off my truck bed until it unlocked, and it seems like it's been good ever since, but it has a tendency when you hit the stop record button to shut off now, and let's just say that can be a problem sometimes. So anyhow, thanks for watching guys, enjoy the Gravely mowing, get you for the next one, later.
One bring two of them,
Right.
and another guy will bring it to
So you go, I don't know if I got it on video or not, but they're stuck over there. New stuff. I had to go walk around the swap meet area, guys. Whoop. I made it 4 feet from my truck, went and got breakfast, and I bought my clothes attire for next year. So as long as my camera is recording, I think it is a great RW3 dog sighting. Oh, he's gone off into hiding now. We scared him, guys. It's on the list. The smell of burnt oil in the morning. Oh, pardon me. Because we go, oh, and there's that guy. There's an estate tractor with the without the attachment. They used a left-hand drive. The two-way plow is a neat setup. Check out the rice and cane tires on that. Wow. $24G. Most of this last night. Did a video on Travis's display. Oh, just as I got the camera out.
You were going to cultivate some mud for us.
I scared it, I guess.
Just getting ready.
Oh, you guys are getting ready for the picture. Okay, that's what I was doing.
Just relax. We're getting ready. We're not failing this year.
Relaxed? I am relaxed, man. Trencher chain.
Between each one. I can tell you about bicycle chains on that.
Honorable Dick Ravinsky knows about bicycle chains.
Yeah. I got a dozen bicycles.
I know you. I know I kind of got some video of this yesterday, I think, but a lot of Mountaineer stuff. Yeah, that's something unique, is that steering sulky. United Farm Tools rotary plow, a rotary cultivator, and I believe this is the 8 horsepower here, I think. I could be wrong, I'd have to look.
Well, that connection's a lot better than
Yeah. So it's something neat. Then we got 2 termites here across the way. Just for Michael buying some stuff. A lot of walking around and commotion going on here. So, I'm going to do some videos walking around here. Ice cream maker. Alright, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah,
Then I found the literature, and then I found another tractor that had them mounted on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I assume somebody home cobbled these together. I didn't even think twice about them, honestly. So what we got in the box here?
And one the other. Yeah, these levers I thought were definitely homemade.
Yeah.
But that's the way they made them.
So what we have here is, I guess, what you would call a rather rare option? Is that what you would say about these, Dick?
Yeah, I haven't seen but one or two others.
Yeah. So what these are, this is the steering brake option for an L, correct? Or anything with a tapered axle?
It was made for the L back in the 50s.
Okay. Anything, it would probably work on anything but the Swiftmatic tractor.
Right, anything with up to about a 500 series, you could.
Okay.
Probably have to modify for the brake levers on a Kohler, but.
Yeah, this is actually something really, I would call it unique and different. You just don't see a lot of them. And like I said, I have seen a set of those rims before. I just thought somebody...
Yeah, they look homemade.
Yeah, they look like somebody homemade cobbled them together, but that's actually where the brake pads go on the inside of that, and they just work like regular drum brakes. You got the rods that go up to the handlebar there with the little levers to actuate them.
Onto the side, and they got a spacer if you've got the hitch.
Mm-hmm.
The hitch will be on one side, and the spacer's the same thickness.
Oh, okay. That's what the spacer is there.
Hitch, you take the washers.
The washers out, so they sit even, for lack of better words. Yeah, and they go in there and they work like so. That's something. It's very unique, Nick. Very unique.
Shift levers, they're even stock length.
They look like they're stock forward and reverse levers to me.
Yeah. And they're just mounted up further behind, so they're, further,
yeah, because they're the same length, so it wouldn't go back where the regular shifters are.
They mount on the tractors on the back castings, and then the lever comes up back.
From the bottom, okay.
There's a cam action.
Right. And I think I got a picture. Action! That's where we go. Yeah, Dolly. You're going too fast, sir. I know. As there's an airplane flying overhead.
He his email, just looking back on one of the
That's where my phone comes up and goes, certain options will stop working
On the
soon.
forums, everyone called him Gravely Jim. So I do remember that.
Soup 8 in Ohio. Actually, not a bad room. All they did was just take a bed out. Yeah. I only paid for one bed, so that's fine. Internet works okay, air conditioning's good, and I keep an eye on Big Red from here, so perfect. Now, as I say that, I'll go out and something be missing, but you get the idea. So, alright guys, it is officially Saturday of the moment, last day. So, I've eaten my breakfast, and I'm letting my cell phone charge, which actually, I think that fixed the autofocus on the camera, which has been plaguing my clips all week. So, alright guys, catch everybody at the mowing. Actually, I'm going to do a little sightseeing before I go over. Look at that, guys, it's after us. Mothman, for those that don't know. So, Mothman Museum over here. I know it's not open now, but be curious to see what times it open. I think I saw 11 to 6 online, so I'll look at the door just out of curiosity. Alright boys, early in the morning here. Do some looking around the swap meet area. All that load of tractors was over there before. There's some stuff back there, but I won't walk back for posterity. Ooh, free stuff. $50 will load. So just need the other piece of the drive shaft. This even came from Freeport Lawn and Garden. I wonder how close he is to me. I'll have to talk to Mr. Kyle when I see him. Alright, I'm having camera troubles, as you guys can, I'm surely tell. But there's some treasures to be had in here. Supposedly I may go home with a full load. We'll see. Yep, camera's screwing up. Dang it. 5200, 5240, another 5240, 5665. $16G, perfectly faded like mine. Is that a 10 horse motor? That must be an 8, that's a 524. But it looks like a 10 motor, who knows. Still some stuff rolling in, some 60-inch decks. Pro 16? Yeah. Just a random utility scoop and an 8 horsepower motor. None of the 8 horsepowers have carbs on them here. Probably a commercial 10 or 12. It must be a 12. Commercial deck.
Right? So Mrs. Gravely, who actually tested the first Gravely's, Mary Ann's going to talk if she'd like to talk. We're going to keep this very casual. She has a ton of pictures that you want to hear. She has a distinction in this group of the only one who's probably seen the working Gravely factory. She was very, very young at the time, so we're going to be taxing her memory.
So guys, if you ever wonder how the ice cream gets made at the shows, 816S front drive kit, ice cream maker. Also have one on a Model L right here. Very good, very good.
That should sketch reset. Did you shake it like hell?
No, I took it over and I beat it off the truck bed until it worked.
Fair enough.
I had nothing to lose at that point. Ta-da! I gotta get over top of this guy. Hard to get around. Hi, Paul.
How you doing, Steve? Is that a video?
Yes, it is.
Video of the big one.
All right, boys and girls, the parade of power is going on. I know I missed Craig Seabrook going through with a early L or hex axle. So I see Jim going with his Terramite. He was second in line, I believe. Joey, oh. Comes Rick with his tractor with axle extensions and a chainsaw on it.
World. Well, this is the Unicorn launch code. And I hope you can see the name there. Unicorn goes into the woods and eventually sets the
Beautiful 5240 and a unicorn splitter. We have a Mountaineer.
Despite what you may think, all the time he is free in the world of Crazy Tractors, D. Ray Hall acquired control of Crazy Tractors, and then he fired Clarence Robb, and one of his friends, Dean Harper, resigned. And so Dean Harper decided to make his own tractors, and this is especially nice because it has the original Mountaineer decal and also United Farm Tools. He sold them originally as Harper tractors, then Mountaineer tractors, and then United Farm Tools. And you can always tell his attachments because they look like as though they were put together by Lego building blocks. Yesterday we had a full United Farm Tools or this one has a 30-inch pipe plug or gearbox and the Mountaineer UFPs attached. And ingenuity was not confined to 40-inch more.
Mr. Jeremy on his estate tractor. These are a very neat tractor. I'd love to have one of these.
This one looks a bit unusual because it has a truncated rotary plow wheel in front. But this one is actually ability because you can put that sensor down to whatever you were digging, move the tractor in reverse, or if somebody didn't want to straighten the clutches, they had a come along behind and they just curved the tractor back instead of using its transmission. So this is a really neat example of ingenuity, easy to transport. I don't think you have to take the wheels off. No, as opposed to one side. I have a little trouble seeing that on the video, but I can see it here. Thanks very much. Okay, here we have a big BG 16 suspension 400 series tractor. They had 8 tractors, so 8 horsepower, and they're something that identifies them. This has front wheel weight, but it also has a front weight rack. You can put quick size weight on that to hold the front down when you have something heavy in the middle or in back. I can see, although you may not be able to see on the video, that this has a side PTO. These tractors also had a rear tiller. Drive shaft was universal, go underneath back to the tillers, and with most of the weight back there, the front had a tendency to hop around. So this has a weight rack to alleviate that. Thanks very much. And of course, this front device is all out here before they came up here. So what we got here is
Mr. Sean and his 816.
because basically it's made from Model B and Model A. With the elevator, with this barrel, but they also adapt. At all these habits, it can be running like a sewing machine so people start watching and then they quit. Or this tractor always starts at one pull until people start watching and then it does one start on one pull. Now, being on the front of a four-wheel tractor, this trencher does not need a front wheel. So you see a trencher that was lowered into the ground, and there was special feature gear available for that because you do not put a trencher in full gear backwards. That's just waiting for you to hit something, and you're going to have problems. So this would be lowered into the ground, the tractor would be backed up or pulled back very, very carefully, and that auger would put the dirt out of the way. Also, this has a rotary cultivator, rotary plow gearbox, motivating that. So thanks very much. Okay, we have a really, really nice original.
A really nice trencher and a really nice 8123. Rear lift hitch too.
So they had a yellow paint scheme. That was a big yellow, but they used the white brush hog gearbox. Yeah, Gravely did not equip its two-wheel tractor white, but that's what we're talking about.
Really nice 5240. That might be original actually. It's wearing rust on the hood and stuff. Steering salt.
Those LED headlights. Yeah, very little burn. I like toy trades, and one of my friends had a full gauge reel on the square shoe snowblower, and this is about the finest example you'll see.
During that parade of power, Craig got 100 feet down and ran out of gas. In the whole middle of the show, he was out of gas, and it was just a great moment. So today, I set up Craig Seabrook, and I gave him very, very little gas, hoping he'd run out of gas on our anniversary. He did not run out of gas until he got all the way in the shed and then ran out of gas. Today, Jeremy Nigri, the most professional crazy guy you want to know, came running through the crowd and he ran out of gas. I didn't check my gas. So now we have this beautiful hexaxle out here, out of gas. And there goes Jeremy running around looking for some gas. Jeremy, find some gas, please, hurry up. The man is out of gas right in the middle of the show. This is embarrassing. Thank you, sir. Please continue your regular schedule work.
Never happens when you're alone. It's always
There's always somebody watching.
Oh yeah.
also the hood was not white or beige. White hood didn't come along until 1967. It was kind of brown lettering. The problem is that paint changes differently, and even the catalog, different printing of the same catalog, can show different colors, so can film. Photographic film. But this is a beautiful example. Thanks very much. Call this a hexaxle with that perforated hood, and one gets tank caps for gas and the other caps for oil. So really nice example, and of course you decide not to cooperate when it's in the race. When you find that the race starts and at the most embarrassing moment, it will act up. So thanks very much.
I know they were talking about it. I can't remember what Rich said to
I missed out on that conversation.
Well, you were probably yeah, I know. First hexaxle I think I ever drove, guys. Got the recording box going. Can you say that again, Rich? A.O. Smith Magneto. Okay. Very early.
That's not in the class what he's talking about.
It's not on the,
Okay.
not on the chart.
Okay, hold on.
Hold the spark plug on the side of the case, like literally just like this. You're not going to get shocked, right? And you can hold it, and you can take your, it's hard to do all this one-handed, but I can just hold it.
Anybody that I didn't thank earlier, you know who you are.
Can I make a special thank you? He's got potential. I'd like to thank this pretty lady and this pretty lady, and there's another pretty lady around here somewhere. She was a pretty lady, but then she demanded my ticket on the way in. She didn't even recognize me. Can you believe that? Thank you, ladies, very, very much for keeping that straight.
Thank the people from Brilliant.
Thank the people from Brilliant. We have a couple of guys from Brilliant that are very, very good people. Dan Broad and Romy, whose last name I don't know. Thank you guys very, very much for coming. In the future, please leave Bob home. Please, please. Bob, stand up. Come on, stand up. This is a guy who should have retired 20 years ago, but just can't stop coming. We actually love him, but he's really, really hard to deal with. So, love you guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much.
Alright boys, I don't know if the camera's been working or not, but picked up a 48-inch snowblower. I picked up this, it's got to be a late model 430, excuse me, late model 430, a few 408 parts, 2 KT motors, 3 Kohler motors in here, so got some stuff. There's some stuff in the front seat. But anyhow guys, I'm not done yet. I gotta go back and get the club trailer, and I guess I'm taking that home with me, so anyhow guys, till the next one, or until the adventures tomorrow morning. Later. Old Big Red's gonna have a workout going home. Not hauling the 3910, but we're gonna get some weight on here. Well boys, the Gyp says I'll be home at 12:46, but I highly doubt that. 249 miles. I have the club trailer in tow, plus my own load, so I'm gonna go drive around the grounds here, and we're gonna get on the road. Get it moving. I do like this place. It's nice. Nice park setting, all the old buildings. If only it wasn't 250 miles away. So, alright guys, I'm gonna hang her up and pack up the sheep and get the flock out of here. So boys, we're running with the semis today. Old Big Rig got a load on. There's a riding tractor, 5 motors, a 48-inch snowblower, some other miscellaneous parts, a canopy, and a 6x12 enclosed trailer. I actually like this trailer. It's not mine. It's the National Tractor Club's. Pole's nice. I'm questioning these tires a little bit. I didn't look at them until now. They are definitely dry rotted. And today is like the hottest day of the year, of course, so I'm hoping only one tire is like that. Yeah, I don't see any on this side, so supposedly we have a spare, but well, I don't have too much longer. I'll be back in PA, and speed limit will be 55 again instead of 70. Go on there. It ain't gonna go nowhere. So. Alright boys, I guess I'm gonna keep pushing forward. I'm gonna have to unlock the truck to do that. And According to the GPS, I'll be home about 1 o'clock. It is... Hold on. It is 10:47 right now. I just got a message 4 minutes ago. So, see what's going on there. Alright, guys. Hopefully I'll talk to you when I get home. I started out with 250 this morning. I got 123 to go right now. So, talk to you guys later. Just before I unload this, I should take a minute to show my excellent pack job, which actually starts in the truck. Make sure I got nothing, no addresses and names out. We're good. So, seat, 408 parts, carburetors, Magnetos, 430, block, 450 hitch, I had that before, bearing plates, shrouds, block, traffic gun, that was there, 408 deck parts, KT17, KT19, gas can battery, flywheel, engine shroud. There's a whole bucket of engine shroud stuff. This 48-inch snowblower, which I never even checked to see if it turned. I truthfully didn't care. It does. Well, at least that does. Yeah, it's moving the bolt there. Okay. Cool. I don't know if I ever mentioned it on camera, but this 430 has Baby Moon hubcaps. That's half the reason I bought it. Or traded for it, technically. So, alright guys. I'm going to find my lifting chain and see how I want to deal with this snowblower, and we'll go from there. That's the 3910's problem.